What's up, YouTube? It's day 18. It's been a few days. Sorry, I was busy over the weekend and I didn't have spoons, so I didn't record. Sorry about that. I just finished a workout, which is why I'm a little out of breath, a little sweaty. But that's going to be the topic of today's video, is my workout. You can see my hand is shaking a little bit on the camera from trying to hold a glass of water. I did, my wife and I are doing Beachbody Transform 20 minutes. We're on day 3. It's 20 minutes. It's basically kind of like a high intensity interval training. It's not like full blown HIIT, but it's like constant moving. You know, if you know Shaun T, he's just like go, 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 go. And I did day 2 last night, so it hasn't even been 24 hours since I did the last one. I'm still recovering from it, frankly, and I'm exhausted because I didn't sleep that great. And then Theo woke up, but I felt like I had to do it today. And it occurred to me last night when I was getting ready to go to bed that I'm closer to 40 than I am 35, certainly closer to 40 than I am 30. I haven't worked out consistently in a long time. I know I had an earlier video about exercise and how I need to do it more frequently so that I lose weight and I feel better and the endorphins and blah, blah, blah. But it really hit home last night and even just now. Just little things that I used to be able to do that I don't have the strength or the endurance or what have you to do the same way that I did them. And I know it's because I haven't been working out. And so you don't use it, you lose it, et cetera, et cetera. And if I just stick with the workout program, eventually I'll get strong again. But it's that initial, like, I can't do this like the way that I used to be able to do. I know there was a time in my life that I could do a 20-minute HIIT workout. I'd be sweating. I'd be breathing heavy, but I could do it. And I wouldn't have to take hardly any breaks. I just take a lot of breaks. Last night, I had to take a couple of breaks today. And, I look at like my resting heart rate. I used to have a resting heart rate of like 58, between 55 and 58. Because I was running distance all the time. I was exercising fairly regularly. I was 10 to 15 pounds lighter. And it's just one of those things that, like, again, I know that if I just work out consistently and if I just stick to a routine, I can get back to where I was. I can be just as strong, theoretically stronger than I was. But it's that initial frustration of not being able to just pick right back up and go back to where I was. And as you can see, got a little bit of a tremor going in the hand. It's exhaustion. It's, just because there was I was doing a lot of push-ups, and it's the small stabilizing muscles in my arms. It's not anything serious. Don't try and like internet diagnose me. But it's just that frustration of not being able to do everything that I used to be able to do. And there were, thankfully I was home by myself today. The last couple of times I've exercised with Kat at home and or Theo at home. Last night I worked out while he was sleeping. So I couldn't like let out the frustration. I screamed today. I pounded the floor. I swore because I had to let it out. There was a lot of frustration, a lot of pent up aggression, energy, anger, whatever, I said to my wife last night, I said, is this like just this dawning realization of like, I am almost 40. I said, is this what like a midlife crisis feels like? Or is this the onset of a midlife crisis? And she said, please don't come. Like, am I going to come home to a sports car tomorrow? I said, babe, I'm not a car guy, never have been, never will be. A car for me is just a way to get from A to B. I'm not going to be one of those guys. Hey, I bought a Miata or a Lamborghini or a Porsche or whatever. Check out my Lamborghini. I'm not nearly as proud of that as I am of the new books that I gave and my TED talk and the house in the Hollywood Hills, whatever that meme is. But it's just a frustration of knowing that I did this to myself. I think that like the deep down, I know that I'm responsible for the position that I'm in. And I'm pissed off at myself for not sticking with the exercise. I made every excuse in the book. Okay. I literally have the letters RNE tattooed on my wrist. You know what that stands for? Results, not excuses. Because in this life, you can make excuses or you can get results. You cannot do both. And for years, I've been making excuses. And I haven't been living up to the R. I haven't been seeing results. I've been seeing results, and they're all shit. They're all bad results. They're the results of my inability to commit, the result of my excuses. So I could work out, but I'm really tired. Oh, I could work out, but I want to play Dr. Mario World. Oh, I could work on the podcast, but I want to sit and read comics. Oh, I could I could get back into learning Italian, but I want to sit and veg on the couch while Cat watches Riverdale on Netflix. I could do this, that, or the other, but. And I'm tired of making excuses because the result that I have now is not one that I'm happy with. And I tell Kat all the time, and I've said it to other people, and I need to remember it myself. I need to remember this frustration, this feeling, and channel it, because I'm not the kind of person who says you shouldn't get angry about stuff, you shouldn't get frustrated. No, you should feel your feelings. You should absolutely take ownership of your feelings. I need to take ownership of my feelings. I need to take ownership of my frustration and my anger. But the question isn't you shouldn't feel them. The question, you can feel them, but what do you do with them? I don't know what my cat is doing in the other room, probably being a jackass. I need to remember this frustration. I need to remember these feelings so that when I decide I'm going to skip a workout, or if I decide I'm going to binge eat a bunch of cookies or a bunch of crap or not get done the things I need to get done, to then say to myself, remember that pissed off feeling you had because you felt like shit and you were exhausted and you were sucking wind because you hadn't worked out consistently in months, and then you did a workout? The objective is not to say, well, I'm going to feel like shit, so I don't want to do it, and just quit. It's fight through it so that I have something, so that tomorrow feels better than today, and the next day feels better than tomorrow, and the day after feels better than that. Because eventually I will still get tired. I will still sweat, but I will have a result. And it's something that I can be proud of, because I'm not proud of this. Okay, I was jumping. There's a lot of jumping. Okay, my calves are shot right now. And my calves are, if I may be so bold, my favorite muscle in my body. I think I have very nice, well-defined calves, and they're on fire, y'all. They are burning. And I was jumping around last night, and part of the thing is you had to have your hands on your hips while you're jumping around, and I could feel the spare tire bouncing on top of my hands. And I was disgusted with myself. I was like, this feels horrible. I need to remember that. I need to burn that into my brain. I need to sear that into my soul and remember that I did this to myself. And that is the hardest pill to swallow. I can take all the supplements and stuff and vitamins and all that shit that I want. That's the hardest pill to swallow, that I did this to myself. I'm trying to gulp it down. Stay hydrated. So I will be back tomorrow, probably tomorrow morning-ish, when Theo goes down for a nap. That'll probably be the next time that I have available. Or maybe tomorrow afternoon, I don't really know. But I will definitely have worked out since then. And I'll let you know how that goes, and I'll let you know how frustrated I am with that. Probably be a lot less screaming and swearing and stuff, but it's kind of where I'm at. So until tomorrow, take care of yourself and take care of each other.